Back student. Now today we'll take example on reciprocating compressor or numerical actually on reciprocating compressor, basically compressor. Now the numerical is that uh, a single acting single cylinder reciprocating compressor has a cylinder of diameter 200 millimeter and stroke of 300 millimeter. That means the stroke and the length means stroke is L, basically the 300 millimeter. The cylinder has a one is bore, another is stroke. So bore is the internal diameter of the cylinder and the stroke is the distance between the piston can travel from top dead center to bottom dead center. So that stroke is basically 300 millimeter and the diameter or bore diameter is given as cylinder 200 millimeter. Okay, and it is a single acting single cylinder reciprocating compressor. So these are the data given till now. Now that air enters at 1 bar 27 degrees Celsius. That means the initial condition of air when the air enters into the compressor, the given as pressure P1 is 1 bar and temperature T1 is 27 degrees Celsius. Now it is then compressed to 8 bar. So after compressing or after delivery pressure that is given as 8 bar via means the compression process takes place in in polytropic process, that is follows the equation that is Pv to the power 1.3 is equal to constant, and the piston cylinder speed or speed that is N, that is 250 rpm is given. Now calculate mass of air compressed per minute. So what are the what are the amount of mass of air compressed per minute and the power required in kilowatt. Okay, now as the value is given, just note down the values first. So the diameter is basically D, that is 200 millimeter, and the stroke is 300 millimeter. Value is given. So it just convert into meter here, and as you know that the piston cylinder assembly, so cylinder have some volume are there. So the volume of the or displacement volume, that is Vd actually, that is basically a cylinder as it is in shape of cylinder. So obviously the equation the volume will be pi by 4 into d square into L. The value of d is given as 0.2 meter. So write down these values here, and L is 0.3, right? So what are the displacement volume? That will be 9.424 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube. So these are the displacement volume of cylinder. Now and you have to calculate the mass of air compressed, and the value of P1 is given. So initial condition of air when the air enters into the compressor, that value of pressure that is P is equal to 1 bar, that is given. Now 1 bar is equal to 100 kilopascal and the value of T1 is given as 27 degrees Celsius, that means 300 Kelvin, and R is equal to 0.287 kilojoule per kg Kelvin. Now as you know that these are the value are given in the numerical. Okay, now you have to calculate the mass of air compressed per minute. So per minute, just mention here per minute. So first, as we know actually it is basically air compressor. That means air, we are just first assume that air behaves as an ideal gas, Okay, now if it is an ideal gas, it follows the equation that is equal to Pv is equal to mRT, no doubt about that. So Pv is equal to mRT. Okay, if the air follows this equation, Pv is equal to mRT. Now mass of air, from this equation mass of air you can calculate. So mass of air Ma is equal to P1 V1 divided by RT1 from that equation. So RT1. Now value of P1 is given as 100 kilopascal. Write down here. V1 is the initial volume. Okay, that is basically the discharge volume. Okay, total displacement volume, that is 9.424 into 10 to the power minus 3 meter cube. Okay, into R, the value gas constant, that is 0.287, and T1 is the temperature, initial condition temperature, that 300 Kelvin. Now when you calculate, the value will be 0.0109 kilojoule kg per cycle. Now mass of air is kg per cycle, but in a numerical it is known to you that you have to calculate the mass of air compressed per minute. So underline the per minute. So this is per cycle. When you calculate the mass of air per minute, you know that the speed n, so mass of air compressed per minute will be mass of air per cycle into number of speed or number of revolution n, that is given as value is 250. So 0.0109 here kg per cycle into rpm, number of revolution. The answer will be mass of air compressed per minute, that will be 2.74 kg per minute. Okay, so this is the amount of mass compressed per minute. Now in the second part you have to calculate the power required in kilowatt. What is the power required in kilowatt? Now as you know that the process follows, that is basically a polytropic process. Now polytropic process follows that equation, that is Pv to the power n is equal to constant. Here Pv to the power 1.3 is equal to is constant here. Now n value is here 1.3, no doubt. Okay, now as you know that the polytropic process it is, now the pressure relationship, the pressure temperature relationship is that T2 by T1 is equal to P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 divided by n. Okay, now from that equation you can calculate the value of T2 because you know the value of T1, P1 and P2. So write down these values here. So T1, the value of T1 is 300 Kelvin, P2 is here 8, and the 1, that is basically the initial pressure, that is given as initial pressure, that is 1 bar. Now the T2 will be 484.75 Kelvin, 484.75 Kelvin. So this is the final temperature of the compressor. Okay, now you have to calculate the what is the power required in kilowatt. So first you have to calculate the work input. Okay, now when you calculate the work input, the formula is that, the expression is that the amount of mass, we are assumed that in your previous lecture video that m is equal to 1. We are assumed that m is equal to 1, but actually in this case mass, rate of mass compressed, that is basically 2.74 kg per minute. Okay, now basically mass of air compressed per kg per minute into n minus 1 into r into T2 minus T1. Basically this equation, it's sometimes it's called also written as n by, you are actually familiar these equations. Now also it can be written in this form also, actually n by n minus 1 if the compression process follows the polytropic process. Okay, now P1 V1 into P2 by P1. Okay, P2 by P1 n minus 1. Okay, right. So P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 by n, that is nothing but T2 by T1. So this one P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 by n is equal to T2 by T1 minus of n by n minus 1 P1 V1. So if T1 will be cancelled. Okay, now mass of air, we are assume that not here 1 kg, so m will be here. So m, right? So m into m. And if you write down the T2 by T1, okay, T2 by T1, now T2 by T1 will be, now T2 is equal to your 484.75, right? 484.75, right? So 484.75, that means PV is equal to MRT also here. You know that PV is equal to MRT. Now just we can calculate in the same manner. So P1 V1, sorry, mass of air into mass of total compressed air into P1 V1. Okay, P1 V1 into n by n minus 1 into P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 by n minus 1. You are actually familiar with these equations, but here MA is here included here. Now the you also written as P1 V1 is equal to MRT1. So MA into RT1, okay, n into n minus 1. So P2 by P1 to the power n minus 1 by n, that is basically T2 by T1. Now T2 by T1 minus 1. Now MA n by n minus 1 R T1, okay, T2 by T1 by T1. So T1 will be cancelled out. Ultimately the equation is MA into N by N minus 1 into R into T2 minus T1. So this one, okay, got it. Now mass of air compressed, that is equal to 2.74 into N is equal to 1.3. Value of R, you already know that 0.287, and T2 and T1 are value you already know that 0.3. So work input will be 630 kilojoule per minute. Now you have to power input required per kilowatt. So it is kilojoule per minute. So in kilowatt will be divided by 60. So the answer will be 10.49 kilowatt. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for listening and watching me. Goodbye.